I'd like you to stop what you're doing and take a look at your wrist. Leave in the comments below, what is the watch that you're wearing? Share with us. What is the watch that's on your wrist? What is the watch model? What is the reference? Is it a Rolex? Is it a Patek Philippe? Is it an Omega? Whatever it may be, leave that in the comments below. Now, is this watch something that you've saved up for your entire career, your entire professional life, and treated yourself to something nice? Or maybe you have many of these things. You have many luxury watches, and you're very fortunate to have them, right? Today I have on my wrist Patek Philippe World Time 5110, and this is something that I was thinking, looking down at a watch like this, something that I always wanted to have on my wrist and in my collection, and something I always looked and strived to achieve as some type of milestone, but kind of looking inward introspectively, I came to the conclusion that there are so many things that had to happen along the way for this to happen. And what we're going to be talking about today is a foundation, a very good foundation that helps others like yourself, like myself, to achieve this as well. Now, they don't hand out watches per se, but they offer scholarships. And this particular foundation is going to be the Brian Laviolette Scholarship Foundation. And this is a foundation that was founded in 1992 after the unfortunate passing of someone that suffered a swimming accident, and their family started this foundation to give scholarships to those in need worldwide. And they've given over 1,000 scholarships. And they have right now something that's going on for this good cause. And this is a watch auction, including a watch from the Pope Francis, a Swatch watch that he wore himself and was donated on behalf of him to this foundation to have an auction. There'll be a link in the comments below, but I myself also contributed to this auction, as well as celebrities, actors, politicians, authors, sports stars. I'm going to be sharing with you today a handful of these watches, but I did want to start off this video here by just kind of reminding us all that if we are fortunate enough to be able to enjoy these kind of nice to have novelties, these, for lack of a better term, adult toys, expensive adult toys, it's always nice to give back. So whether it's through this auction or bidding or any other way, I think it really goes a long way. And that's something personally that I've really tried to focus on in my life, just looking at watches like this and the other watches that are out there that I've had in my collection, and just speaking with other collectors. So I want to share with you some watches here. And guys, please make sure to go over to the link in the description below where you can check out the watches being offered in partnership with the Brian Laviolette Foundation for a very good cause to help those that would like to continue their studies and have a very rewarding professional career like many out there have also had out there in the viewership. So the first watch that I'd like to share is a Swatch watch from Pope Francis. Very cool watch, and the bidding currently is over $20,000 US. We'll see where the hammer price ends up at the end of November, the last day, or November 30th rather. So November 30th, the hammer is going to end on these watches, but I'm very excited to see where the Pope's watch ends up. Looks like someone is very dead set on owning this watch. Now, we also have a Zodiac watch offered by the Laviolette Foundation from Kenny Rogers, the famous country musician. We have a Gruen diver from Fred Savage, the child actor star. We have a Green Bay Packers color scheme Tag Heuer from Mason Crosby of the Green Bay Packers. We have a vintage Heuer chronograph offered by Randall Park, who is another Hollywood actor. We have a Rolex Oyster Perpetual with a mosaic dial offered by Eric Wind of Wind Vintage, who is actually helping to coordinate the auction of these watches. And so it's very interesting that he has donated this very cool watch. Make sure to check it out. Link in the description Below, I, of course, donated a watch, but I'm going to make you follow the link and check it out. Look for me. It's a vintage watch that I had that actually came in through the door at Delray Watch. It was in mint condition. I wanted to keep it, but then this came up and I thought it would be really great to put that up for auction. So check it out. Link in the description below. We have a very cool Seiko Rowing Blazers collaboration from the last launch that they had, not the most recent version, as well as an Autodromo watch from the Ali and AJ rocker, the female rock duo. They produce very cool songs. They have these watches that they've offered up for the auction. We have also watches from Betty White, Jerry Lewis, Condoleezza Rice, and so many others, including watch brands that also offered up the watches. So I think there's a little bit of something there for everyone. And if perhaps you've reached the limit in your watch collection, your significant other or your wife is just like, hey, pump the brakes here on the watch collection, you can just kind of itemize this one as a charitable giving line item on the family budget. I'm really kidding at the end of the day, but you could. I'm not telling you to do it, but you could. So I think it's very cool auction that we have here. It's for a good cause, and I would strongly urge you to go over there, check it out, especially during this holiday season where, it's always nice to give back to others, especially when many of us have these interesting watches on our wrist that we probably couldn't have gotten any other way unless someone helped us somewhere at some point along the way. Guys, let me know what you think about these watches in the comments below. Please do not forget to thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I do appreciate it. We have more videos coming up in the future, including a review on this Patek Philippe, some very interesting Rolex news, and so many other things. So make sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. You've been chatting with John P.